Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome to a new vlog. It's Monday, and we are having the most glorious weather right now. It is sunshiny, not a cloud in the sky, 70 degrees, a slight breeze, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It is too bright to be outside in the backyard at the moment. We will likely go out in a little while. I wanted to open up the vlog and say hello. We got a lot planned for this week. First of all, I'm cleaning my room. I need to clean my space. I cannot be creative if my space is a complete and total mess. I spent a part of last week cleaning it. I am still working on cleaning it. The big task for the cleanup of my room is to shred my paper, get rid of all of my paper in my room. I still have little piles here and there, mostly receipts, but that was a big task. I ended up with quite a bag because I had quite the pile of paper. And so I had this big old bag filled with paper shreds. Now, the nice thing about it is that this can go into our compost bin, and it actually breaks down pretty quickly because it's crisscross shred, so it's just little bits of paper. Our compost takes it really well, very quickly. I'm excited to say that the worms are going to have more food. We also have coffee grounds to give them from our French press, which I actually want to do a DIY coffee scrub because I feel like I need it. The skin on my arms and my legs is very dry lately. I mean, like when I get out of the shower, I'm like flaky dry. I had to put oil into, when I got out of today's shower, but I would much rather do a more natural scrub, like a coconut coffee scrub. And Lord knows I have enough coffee grounds with doing French press. And so, I think I'm going to start doing that. What else is there? Oh, yes. I wanted to talk a little bit about my 2025 wish list. I went over this wish list, I think it was around mid-January, and I will post the video that I did here. It was kind of like a get ready with me, where I talked about the things that I wasn't buying in 2025 and the things that I was going to start buying or that I wanted to get in 2025. And honestly, I have to say I'm very surprised. Not a whole lot has changed on the list. A couple of things have come off. A couple of things have come on. So I wanted to revisit that really quickly because it's June. We're at the middle part of the year. And so I thought it was a good time to talk about what I want to bring into my wardrobe. I guess now is as good a time as any. Let me give you a rundown really quickly of what I had on my original list, and then I'll go over everything that I have changed my mind on or gotten or whatever. So the first thing was an ivory or a white cable knit sweater for the winter, a blue denim skirt, light colored trousers, a Bottega Veneta small Andiamo chain bag, a high quality Fair Isle sweater, pair of brown tall boots, Dior Privé fragrance, maybe Gris Dior, I wasn't sure, a good quality raffia and leather belt, a full skirt in linen or cotton or a blend, and then a chunky gold or silver chain. So that was the original list that I had at the start of this year. So let's go through them all and revisit. But first, let me plug in a power source to my camera. The one thing I like about this little camera that I have is that I can have power plugged in while I'm recording. So that's pretty dang awesome. Number one on the list was an ivory or a white cable knit sweater. So yes, I do want one of those. I am still on the hunt for one. I do look like at Ralph Lauren, because really ideally it would be a Ralph Lauren sweater that I would really want to get. At the winter time when I wrote this list initially, and that's why there are a lot of like kind of sweaters and things like that. In the winter when I had originally drafted this, I was kind of keeping my eye out on his website, and still I didn't find anything really that grabbed my attention that really made me say, yep, I think I'm ready to drop some money on that. So I'm going to keep an eye out this upcoming fall because that's when he's going to release his new sweaters and see if there's anything in there or if I can find something someplace else. Maybe if Quince were to do a cable knit sweater that I like, they have one, I just don't like it. So if they were to do a cable knit sweater like I'm looking for, or wherever, I'm looking for natural fibers, not synthetic, either cotton, wool, merino wool, or cashmere. Any of those or a blend of those will suffice. I did get myself a blue denim skirt from Old Navy, and I really like it. I think it's really, really pretty. Light colored trousers was number 3. It dawned on me after I recorded that video that I actually have a couple pair of light colored trousers. I've got a pair of kind of like a creamy white pair from Banana Republic. They're very pleated and they're kind of almost like barrel leg shape. But I like them a lot, and I forgot that I had them. And then also for the summer, I've got a pair of white linen cotton blend trousers from the Gap. So I think I'm okay in trouser territory. Maybe what I'm thinking is I don't want something pleated is the only thing I can think of that made me put that on the list. But I'm pretty happy with both of those. So I am taking that off the list because that one I already have. A Bottega Veneta small andiamo chain bag. I'm not so sure that I want this one. I am just, I don't know. I haven't taken the time to go to Bottega, to the Bottega that we have here. I have not taken the time to go look at it. So I don't know 100% yes or no if I still want it. But now I'm kind of like, well, maybe not. I'll have, like I said, I have to look at it to make double sure that that is something that I really want in my wardrobe, that that's something I want to strive for. My sights have shifted from that bag to a Tory Burch bag. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really, really beautiful. And I think that I may want that bag instead, as far as like a higher end bag, because the Tory Burch bag is around, we're pretty close to $1,000. Whereas the Bottega bag is like almost 4,500, I want to say. So quite a savings there. But I just am kind of like, well, you know, it's not a big deal to me at the moment. It's just something that I have on my list that I definitely want to take a look at to make a final decision on, to see if that's something that I want, because it does look really beautiful. I have the one that I got that's kind of a dupe of that one. I like it, but there are things about it that annoy me a little bit. And so I want to see the Bottega bag to see if it has the same features that this one has, the same kind of interior construction, because that's what's bugging me is the inside. Because if it does, then I'll likely end up with the Tory Burch bag instead. So I guess that would be an almost change, kind of like a maybe. The next thing I have on the list is a high quality Fair Isle sweater. That is still a definite yes. I love Fair Isle. I want something that is natural fibers, whether it's cashmere or merino wool. Not 100% wool. I don't necessarily care for like full on wool, but merino wool, absolutely. Cashmere, absolutely. Cotton, yeah, I'll do that too. A blend, absolutely. So I am kind of in the market, and it's too soon right now. These are things that have to wait until we get closer to the holiday season, especially. That's when Fair Isle sweaters start popping up. So that's still on the list for sure. A pair of brown tall boots. Yes, please. I need them in my life because I love being able to wear tall boots now. I would go with Vivaya if they had them. I haven't checked their website lately to see if they've added, but they're busy adding on summer things right now, so I doubt they have anything. If they add them, it's going to be in like September, October timeframe, I'll bet you, if they decide to do brown. I really do hope that they do, though. I do hope that they do, because I really would love to have a pair of brown boots. The Dior Privé fragrance, that's a no. I've taken it off my list. I actually got a chance to go to the Dior store in Beverly Hills, and I got a chance to smell the one that I was interested in, and it just wasn't me. It was a little bit too masculine for me, a little bit too clean, a little bit too salty, you know, like men's fragrances tend to be. Now, I believe they may be unisex fragrances that Dior has, but despite that, I wasn't into it. So I'm like, no, I'm going to go ahead and pull off the fragrance because I've got something that I've actually added to the list. The next thing is the good quality raffia and leather belt. And I am still in the market for that. And actually, I have my sights set on one from Ralph Lauren. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. I hope it's still in stock. And it's a kind of a good thing that I'm going through this list, though, because my birthday's coming. And that's going to make it onto my birthday wish list. I want a good raffia leather belt. Oh, and tan is the colorway that I'm looking for specifically. Not black, not ivory, tan. I want raffia and tan. because I think that I would get the most wear out of that during the summer. As a matter of fact, I was trying to figure out what I wanted for my birthday yesterday when we had family dinner. I was talking about, is it too soon to send out my birthday wish list? And I got a resounding no, please send. When I told him what I wanted, I got eye rolls. I only have two things on it, really. And I'm just like, dudes, it's my birthday. This is what I want. I want wallpaper for my birthday. I want peel and stick wallpaper to put as the backing on my wardrobe because I picked an expensive one. Could I have picked one from Amazon? Probably. But every time that I looked at the ones from Amazon, I kept thinking it's not as pretty as this other one. The one that I want is called Odette Arboretum Wallpaper, and it is stunning. It is so me. The colorway that I've decided to go for with my dark academia decor here in my dressing room is black, ivory, and gold with some brown mixed in. I'll pop up a picture of it here so that you can see what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous floral, and I love it, and it is so me. It is so me. I don't like florals when it comes to my attire. I don't like wearing florals, although if I did wear florals, they would be dark florals. But I definitely love florals when it comes to decor, and I want that. That is the wallpaper that I want. It's not a cheap wallpaper. And so I figured I'll just throw it onto my birthday wish list and get that for my birthday. And I got a bunch of eye rolls and was told add other things. So I'm going to add the belt. Number 9 was a full skirt in linen or cotton or a blend. And I actually put 2 check marks next to that one because I got both. When I talked about this particular item, I said either in navy blue or white. I prefer navy, but either one. I ended up with both. So I've got both of them, and that's awesome. The last item on my list, which I think I am going to add this to my birthday wish list as well, is a chunky gold or sterling silver chain. By chunky, I mean like really big chunky links. I think that it's good for you to have at least one of this type of necklace in your jewelry collection because it layers beautifully and it stands well on its own. If you were to layer a thick chunky gold chain with this like layered necklace that I'm wearing, it would look really, really nice. It would be very sophisticated, really, really beautiful. And then if you wanted to wear it alone as a statement piece, like under a button up, that I think that would be really, really beautiful too. The one that I have my sight set on is Monica Venator. I love her jewelry. I know her jewelry. I trust her jewelry. And so I would probably go with that one. And either gold or silver. It would, either one would be fine. Well, speaking of, I'm actually wearing Monica Venator earrings right now. I'm wearing the pearl drop earrings that she has. The Nura drop earrings, which I absolutely love. So that's also there. And then I have added a raffia bag with tan accents. I think I talked about this. I know I talked about it recently about wanting a raffia bag that has tan accents. I think it might have been in my Pinterest outfits video. That's a gap that I have in my wardrobe. Oh, the other gap that I have in my wardrobe that I need to add to this list is a white belt. I need to get a white belt because I don't have one. And it would be leather. I am trying to upgrade and up level my wardrobe, so I'm buying real as often as I can. So like not resorting to Amazon or any other place like that for my belt. I want to curate a wardrobe of leather belts, of real leather belts and real silk pieces and non-synthetic fibers. That's something that I'm striving for. And so everything that I have is being replaced. If it's faux, I want to upgrade it. And then I want a brown suede bag, like a real suede bag that I can carry, not as a tote bag because I've been using my tote here. Now I finally switched out of my Tory Burch bag, which I love this tote bag. I think it is stunning. And now I want a brown handbag made of suede. So I need to look at Quince and see what they have. I don't think they have anything in the brown in a style that I really like. But Cause also carries beautiful suede bags. Sometimes you can get a really pretty suede bag from Mango. And so they're opening up a Mango at my local mall. The mall that we always go to is getting a Mango. So I'm very excited about that. And I know that suede is going to continue to carry over into the fall. Those are, that's my wish list. That's the revisions to my wish list. So let me jot down real quick before I forget. White leather. Oh, you know what though? The Tory Burch bag that I'm looking at has suede. So maybe I can get like a twofer with that one. That's my 2025 style wish list. Before I go, let me do the outfit of the day. You probably saw it in the opening, but let me just go over what I'm wearing. As discussed last week, I am wearing this skirt with this eyelet top. This is from H&M, and it's got a really pretty eyelet on it. I love this because it's a deep V. It's very cool. I feel really nice and comfortable. It's very feminine and just really lovely, and it's perfect for warm weather. And then I'm wearing the skirt from Target. And this is the linen blend skirt with the tie on the side. No shoes because I've been, just putzing about in my room. As I mentioned, the earrings are Monica Vinegar. On my lips, I'm wearing my Merit lipstick in Classic. This is the matte formula. And I've got my little Tower 28 lip gloss in Pistachio. Okay, so that's what I'm wearing. And did want to do a quick little chat about the skirt. I am thinking about letting this skirt go. I put it on and I was like, it's okay. It's all right. But the more that I've worn it, the more I'm thinking this is not different enough from the other full skirt that I have in black, and it's in cotton, 100% cotton. It's the one from Amazon. I've got so many black skirts. I've got this one in a linen blend. I've got the black one in the cotton. I've got a black twirl skirt from Aritzia, which is a chiffon. And then I've got a black silk skirt from Quince. And yeah, and then I've got this one. And I'm like, do I really need to hang on to this one? I'm not sure. I'm still thinking, but it doesn't have pockets too, and that's kind of a hindrance. The Amazon one has pockets. The Quince silk one does not because it's silk and it just doesn't make sense for it to have pockets. But the black one does. So I'm going to wear the black one later this week, and I will make a call as to whether or not this skirt is staying. All right, I guess what's on deck for the rest of the day is I am going to go downstairs here in a little bit. I'm not sure what time it is. It's 4:30, so at 5 o'clock I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to wash the dishes because they have just exploded on me. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I'm going to wash the dishes, and then I think we're going to probably take the kiddos outside. I may make dinner in there somewhere. I have decided that I want to make some fried rice, and so I've got to get my chicken marinating. I need to do the marinade and cook the chicken so that way I can put it into the rice. So anyway, I will talk with you guys in a little bit. And we'll be going outside and showing you what we got at the garden center because I promised you guys that I would do that. As I was editing last week's video, it occurred to me that Angie didn't circle back with you guys on the pieces that were in the kiln, and they were successful. And so we're going to have a look-see at them here in a little bit as well. I just have to make sure that she's ready for you guys to look at them. Hi, everyone. So let me put my bag down because, yes, I do tote my bag with me up and downstairs.
I'm ready to show you what came out of the kiln. These will be up on my website soon. These I call flowers, and you will see why.
Sorry for the harsh lighting, guys. We got like direct sun coming in here.
But I wanted to show you what it looks like in the sunlight. Now these are living art table coasters for your drinks. I call them living art because they are meant to be used and loved. I'm very happy with the way these came out. These were not easy to do. They look simple, but they were not simple.
They're so pretty.
Yeah.
That reminds me of salsa.
For those who like bluey purple flowers. Now this one's kind of special, and you can't see it with this direct light, but these have little sparkles. This is the only one that has the little sparkles.
Why? What'd you do to your finger?
Nothing. My hand's just not big enough to hold it that way.
Oh, I see.
Something like this. Yeah.
Really pretty.
Yeah, I actually really love the way these came out. Raleigh doesn't like this one. I don't know why, but it's okay. I like it. Maybe you will
Because
too.
yellow and green, that's just no. But it reminds me of nachos.
It happens in nature, not nachos. Nachos are unnatural, but you know, the yellow and green color happens in nature. Like I said, they've all got their little rubber silicone feet, and then each one of them is signed. The red one I accidentally signed twice because when I went to wash the glass, I thought I hadn't signed it, and so I signed it again. Then I realized that I had. So you get 2 signatures on that one.
It's going to be one of those situations where,
Yeah.
like an Antiques Roadshow 2075, they're going to be all like, I'm not sure why there's 2 signatures, but it's a rarity, so it's worth twice the price.
Pretty much. That's the goal, right? No, it's just a funny mishap that happened. But that's the thing. So long as they don't get broken, they'll be around that long, and the color will be just as vibrant. So,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
that's what I love about glass. But anyway, these are the babies that came out of the kiln, and I'm very pleased with the way they came out. They are going to be sold individually, just because at individual prices, I think they're a little more affordable for people. I do plan on making more, not quite like this, because again, this was the first set in kind of a test run, you could call. And the result is that I've discovered that they were just a little more difficult to make than I realized they would be. The ones that follow that are also going to be called flowers will be a little more simplified. So this is the only set that's going to be quite like this.
They're gorgeous. That's what I have to say about it. They're
Yeah.
beautiful. I love them, and I wish they were mine, but I'm glad that they're not. Well, because if they were mine, I would have to pay for them.
There are some pieces that I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could keep this, but I can't do that because then I would never make any money. I love to do my art. It's a great healing thing for me. I want to help bring some beauty in the world, and I hope that that's what my art does. But I can't keep it all, you know? I can't. Besides, I want you guys to enjoy it too, and the only way you can enjoy it is if it's in your own living room, or pride of place. That's been the change of the theme on my website. I want people who go to my site and see my pieces. I want them to enjoy it enough that they decide I've got to have this. And when they've decided that, then they can put it in their pride of place. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or give it as gifts because, they make great gifts. Everything I do is one of a kind.
Yep.
They're all unique. So there's only one out there. You're not going to find anything else like it out there. So I do love to talk about my art. I could talk about it for hours, and I'm excited about the art event because I will be talking about it for hours.
Yeah.
You hear Raleigh's hesitation in her voice. She's going to be helping me, and I'm very grateful for that. I found out just now that a friend of mine is also going to be there. She does jewelry, though. She does Lego jewelry.
Oh, yeah, you have a ring from her. I mean, it's the ring that you got for your birthday,
Yes.
which they've seen.
Yes. I don't have my ring on right now. I don't like to work with it on just because I don't want it to get all gunky and grimy with stuff. This is the only ring that gets worn when I work, and I like it because it actually acts as a barrier to keep me from cutting up my hand on the grinder. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, it is 5:30, and I haven't even started marinating dinner. I know. I've got the rice made. Thank you, Angie, for your help with that. But I've got to get the chicken into marinade. And then we've got to do a haul of everything that came in the garden. There's still a lot more to come today. I guess I will talk with you again in a little bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Wanted to show you what we got at the garden store. I've got Angie here with me.
Hi, everybody.
These you saw in last week's vlogs. They are called the passion fruit. And they're the purple, yellow, orange flower clusters that drape over. They're like for hanging baskets and whatnot. This is actually a rail planter box. So you put it on your rails and you just let the plants grow. And so we got these because I just couldn't leave without them. They were so, so pretty. Oh, and you potted up my thyme plant. Thank you, honey. We got some ornamental grasses for our fountain. It has a really curly texture. Yeah, it's a corkscrew something or other, but has a really cool curly texture to it. And then another bluegrass because this one got dug up by the raccoons. And we got two of those. Two of the curly textured plants. Those are supposed to be water tolerant. They are frost proof. Yeah. Yeah, down to -30. So they'll live during the snowy season that we have here. And then the rest of the stuff that we got is up front as far as plants. We got a bunch of petunias. We didn't get any more peonies, but you just have to see this. She's so beautiful. She is starting to open up. Oh my gosh. So gorgeous. I did want to show you this piece here, which is just, oh my gosh. I am just so, so happy to have it. I had to have it when I saw it, and it is this. We needed something for our blackberry to vine onto, and this is wrought iron. It is locally made by an artisan here in the area, and it was only $99, and I was like, I have to have it. It is so, so beautiful. So next year, when we're looking at budgeting for the garden, I'm going to budget for another one of these structures, but bigger, so that we can have it with our tomatoes, because it is stunning. It is beautiful. It is garden art, essentially. And I absolutely am smitten with that. I love it so, so much. That's right. We did end up getting some cucumbers. We got some burpless. We got one of the market more. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, everybody loves you. But we got some little friends for our cucumber. And then Angie planted the other ones on that side, if I can get my camera to behave itself. They're over there and over here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go so I can help Angie watch the cats because they're being a little ornery.
She gets to watch the cats while I water the garden beds and all the flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So, all right, guys, we will talk with you in a bit. Good morning, my loves. Welcome to another day in the vlog. I am showing you my outfit of the day, starting out with that because I have got jury duty today, or I've got a jury summons at any rate. I totally forgot about it, and so decided to hold on wearing my polka dot dress for today. I've decided to wear flats only because I think I'm going to have to be standing around for a bit. I'm not sure because Angie has to drop me off early because she's got a webinar to attend. So I don't know if they're going to have a place for me to sit or not. So I decided to wear my Vivaya flats on my feet, but I've got that polka dot dress from ModCloth that I talked about. I think I am going to take a white blazer with me because I don't know if it's going to be cold in the building or not. So I'll be grabbing my white linen blend blazer that I've got in my closet over here to take with me. I'm going to also have my brown suede tote with me to carry my stuff. I'm not going to take my camera, of course. So, yeah. And today, by the way, is Thursday. So, jewelry, I'm wearing my Monica Vinader pearl earrings, my pearl drop earrings, and then I've got my idol ear crawler on this side and the stud on this side. On my lips, I'm wearing my Ole Henriksen peptide lip treatment. It is early. I've got to hurry up and get downstairs to feed the cats, and that way we can be on our way. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, and I will check in with you guys again later on.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself. And I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la
with the cats and just kind of chilling out. It's near dusk, or it's about 7 o'clock, so maybe 7:15, and we are enjoying this lovely weather that we're having. We've got a little bit of a warm front that has come through. I would need to show you the peonies because they have finally opened up. I mean, we're a couple of days since they've been opened. I am just so incredibly happy with how lovely the peonies have turned out to be. They are just stunning. They are stunning. I am so pleased. We're slowly but surely getting our sugar snap peas in. Our beans are doing really, really well. I mean, everything is doing great. We're just waiting. We did have kind of a warm day today. I don't know. It felt warm, but not really. I think it's probably because we had a bit of a breeze. Right now, Angie is busy watering the lawn, or watering the plants, I should say. Just making sure that they get enough fluids, of course, because it was kind of a warm day. But having the straw really is helpful, I think. Really, really helpful. And helping us to control how dry they get. I think that is all that I have for you today. I'm sorry that today was so short, but tomorrow or Saturday, whichever, I'm not sure which yet, I will sit down and have a little chit chat with you. I want to go over my favorite summer fragrances since I've amassed quite a collection now, and I want to go through what I have and decide what the scents are going to be for summer and share my recommendations with you. So we will be doing that tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close out the blog for today. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to Friday. It is the afternoon. We are at 2 o'clock this afternoon before I'm opening up the camera. I've been busy just doing this and that, dealing with having to take care of some appointments and such in the morning. And so I am finally getting a chance to sit down and turn on the camera and chat with you guys. It has been a little bit of a rough week. I'm not going to get into it. I just want to sit down and chat with you guys and share some PR that I've gotten in. Also, I want to talk with you about my favorite summer fragrances since I have amassed quite the collection. I have quite a few here that I think that I'm going to put into my summer rotation. Because, I mean, for me, scent is very, very seasonal. You've got your heady, heavier scents that you wear in the fall, that I wear at any rate, in the fall and winter. Then you've got your lighter, more floral or citrusy or other scents that you wear in the warmer months. And then there's those fragrances that you just wear year round. I've got my favorite summer fragrances, and then I'm going to show you the ones that I wear regardless of what season it is. So I hope you're interested in summer fragrances. I just thought that it would be fun to talk about because I've got a lot and I really, really like the fragrances that I have. All right, so I'm going to start out with the one that I've been obsessed with the most recently, and this to me is definitely a summer fragrance. It's relatively new, so I'm going to have to wait and see if this is one that I would also classify as kind of like a year-round, but it is the Glossier You fragrance. I got this at the YouTube shop event in New York, and it is just the most beautiful fragrance. I'm wearing it now. I've been wearing it nonstop since I got it. And it is just a lovely, lovely fragrance. I really, really like it. It smells very clean. It smells very fresh. I'll put the notes here because I don't know them off the top of my head. I know that it has a woody note and it also has got some florals. I really like it. I think it is really, really beautiful. It's light. It's fresh. It is a perfect fragrance for this time of year. So that's my number one right now. The other one that is like quintessential summer to me is this one by Replica, and it is Beach Walk. I mean, you can't get more summer than that. It's got coconut notes. It is a really, really lovely scent. What I will say about Beach Walk, though, is at least on me, it does not last a long time. So I would have to reapply this if I want it to stay with me for a long time. But that's fine. It's a beautiful fragrance. It smells really good. I have the smaller bottle. I like it a lot. I think that it is such a pretty fragrance. Like I said, it's got a little bit of coconut. It's definitely more lightweight. Doesn't have like a salty kind of oceany kind of smell to it. it's softer than that, and I really, really like it. I think it is so, so pretty. Then I have Burberry Her, and I only have this little eau de parfum. I have actually another one, I think, of these, and this is the scent that I wore, the fragrance that I wore when we were in Malibu, and that's exactly what it brings to mind. This to me has a little bit of grapiness to it. It has a grape smell to me. I don't know if grape is in the notes, but that's what it brings to mind for me. It might be violet. Sometimes to me, violet or hyacinth has a grapey kind of smell. So this is another one that I find really, really beautiful. It's really light. It's really floral. It's just so, so lovely. And I definitely want to get a full size once I've gotten through my 2 little samples. These are eau de parfums though, so they do last for quite some time and you don't need to use a lot. It caught me by surprise. Hi, sweetie. I've got Coco on the other side over here. You want to lie down? I'm sorry, I'm talking. Yeah. Yeah. You want to lie down? Are you? Yeah. Okay. You want me to move my bag? I will do anything. I will move the sun, earth, and sky for you. Yes, I will. Anyway, I was taken by surprise by this. I did not expect to like this as much as I do. It actually has a really sweet smell to it as well, which I don't mind a sweet fragrance. I don't necessarily care for like an overly sweet fragrance, but yeah, it has a really nice sweetness to it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of cotton candy. And being honest with you, that's what that reminds me of. Hi, my love. What are you doing? What's going on, sweet girl? Okay, so that's another one that I recommend. Then we have got this one that I don't wear that often and I really need to. This is from MAC. It's Aquatic is the name of the fragrance. And this one does have kind of like that salty, oceany kind of scent to it. And of course, looking at the bottle, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the ocean. It's a really lovely scent though for the summer. If you like those cleaner, more almost masculine, or at least they have those masculine notes, this is a really, really nice fragrance. I do like it. I haven't worn it in a while, and when I was going through all of my fragrances for this segment of the vlog, I knew I wanted to include this because it just reminds me of water. It reminds me of the ocean. It reminds me of Hawaii for some reason. Another really beautiful summer one, and this is because it has magnolia in it. And this is the Gucci Flora Gorgeous Magnolia. Magnolia is one of my most favorite flowers. Peony and magnolia are my favorite floral scents and flowers. Ben, we have both in our yard and they both smell beautiful. Did you guys see the peonies? I think I shot some peonies last night. Yes, I did. They're so, so pretty and they smell so, so good. The magnolia flowers haven't come in yet, but they will be soon. And that whole area where we have our magnolia tree just smells fabulous during the summer. So those are the ones that I'm like, okay, yeah, those are summer fragrances. I've got 2 that are like my ride or die year-round fragrances. The first one is inspired by Baccarat 547, I think is what it is. And it is Ambery Saffron from Glossier. I have smelled the Baccarat fragrance and this one, they're identical. They really are. And I have to say that this particular fragrance lasts forever. And it is so, so good. So this is one of these fragrances that I that are like a year round for me, because they just are just so classic, so beautiful, so just incredible. And they're like so me that I wear them all the time. So this is one of my year-round fragrances. The fragrance that is like my ride or die. This is my signature fragrance. I will always have this in my collection, and it is the Louis Vuitton Attrape Rêve. I got this as an anniversary gift. What Louis Vuitton will do is you buy the bottle with the fragrance, and then when you run out, you take it back and they will refill it. And this particular fragrance is like, it is so, so beautiful. It has peony and cocoa, 2 of my favorite things ever. And so I really, really enjoy wearing this. And the thing about this one and this one, and I think part of the reason that I like both of these so much is that they last forever. hours, like hours upon hours. I'm wearing it until I shower. And so I love these, and I think that's why these I consider like year-round my signature fragrances, because both of them really speak to who I am, and they both smell like money. I mean, you know, it's like they both smell like rich perfume, and I love that. I love it. I love it about both of them, and so these two will always be in my collection. I may actually break down and actually get the actual Baccarat 547 instead of going with the Glossier. But I mean, honestly, if you can get the same from the Glossier, why would you? But I want to try, I want to get myself the Baccarat one as well at some point. So those are my summer fragrance recommendations. Pretty short, pretty sweet. I've got some PR that I want to unbox with you guys. So let me get myself set up for that. I'm going to put away all of my fragrances. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's do our PR unboxing. First thing is I got a box from Pop Flex, and I was not expecting this. This is really nice. I've already undone all of the box and everything. I got a lovely card. It's a nice little handwritten note. I love that. They sent me, their packaging is so funny. It's compostable, and it says, I am a vegetable. I love that. They sent me, ooh, awesome. I am going to start a new health challenge here soon, and I got this really fantastic workout top, which is awesome. It's going to be perfect for the summer, for working out in the summer, and it is their Clio Corset Crop Bralette. So really am excited to use that. This is their leggings with pockets in black. Ooh, nice. They got my colors. They have my colors down. And this is in a size extra large, so hopefully they fit. But my guess is that they might be really stretchy. I think they are. I think they're really stretchy. But I got a pair of leggings, and these are long leggings, which is good. I like wearing long leggings when I do my Peloton workouts. So I'm excited to try that. And then the big package is, let's see here. Ooh, a hoodie. This is, well, it tells me on the tag. This is their Zip Cloud hoodie in blue in a size 1X, 2X. So we got a really nice, it looks like a really nice oversized hoodie. I don't normally wear hoodies. Wow, that is very oversized. Really oversized. I will wear this when the weather gets cold again and I want to take a walk outside and I need to have some shelter. So that's everything from PopFlex. Thank you so much, PopFlex. I appreciate it. I think that these items are available, so I will have them linked for you if you're interested. I got something from Nude, which if you're not familiar with what Nude is a kind of like a bra tape, nipple cover company, but they specialize in large breasts. So they reached out and they asked me if I wanted to pick out a couple of things, and so I did. Always with you guys in mind, because I want to see how these work. So we've got some no-show nipple covers, and then we also have got a push-up bra, a Luxe adhesive push-up bra. And I really like the fact that they have inclusive sizing, because I bought one of these once at Target and it just did not work out because it was way too small. Let me open her up real quick and let's take a look, because, you know, I recommend things that are sometimes hard to find a bra for, and they do carry several sizes. I mean, they are pretty size inclusive. I would say that, yeah, these are a pretty decent fit. And they've got push-up on there. They've got the little clip. They are sticky bras. So hopefully these fit. We'll see how well these work out if I have to try on anything, which I probably will, it being just the start of the summer season. I saw an ad for Nudes a long time ago, and I've been really curious to try them. So I will be trying this and reporting back. Then I got something from 10 over 10, which this is nail polish, I think. And given that I have stopped doing the dip powder, I really felt the need to get products that were going to help bring my nails back to health, because they're still not recovered from that, even though I think it's been almost a year now since I've gotten my nails, professionally done with dip powder and all of that. But anytime they use a dip powder, they would, to take off the previous dip powder, they would use a drill. And I mean, my nails were like wafer thin. I mean, like thin as thin as could be. They were so pliable, and they're still pretty badly damaged. They don't grow very long still because they break and they're still a little bit brittle. So I thought it was timely that they reached out, and I picked up, once again, let me grab my glasses. So I have the chip defying long last top coat, and I've got the base coat for damaged nails. This is called the Rehab. And here is the Outlast. So this is a long last top coat. And then I got a nail polish, and I got one that was kind of like, it's kind of giving the soap nail vibe, the soap nails vibe. The shade is called Eldridge, but it's kind of like almost like a watermelon kind of corally pink, but it's supposed to give you the really sheer coat of nail polish. So these are camphor, xylene, taurine, and formaldehyde free. I'm excited to try them though. I really am. And I thought that this beautiful pale pink was such a pretty color. It gives that really pretty, almost like a translucent nail. And then I don't know what this is. I don't recall. Oh, okay. So this is from In Beauty Project. I have the Elastic Skin, and I also have got the Extreme Cream. This luxurious moisturizer is clinically proven to visibly lift, firm, and decrease the look of wrinkles. It's got a plant-based retinol alternative. It visibly firms and smooths. It has peptides, which I'm wearing my peptide lip treatment right now, and I absolutely am all about the peptides at the moment. And you can apply it twice a day. So I will report back on that. And then this one is a lightweight, the Elastic Skin, lightweight and deeply hydrating, this vegan nail serum. So it's supposed to act like snail serum. Visibly firms skin and improves elasticity. Skin is left looking plump, hydrated, and more youthful looking. It has copper peptides to visibly firm and reduce wrinkles for a more elastic looking skin that bounces back. It has a vegan growth factor, visibly plump, lift, and firm for a more contoured look. And vegan snail mucin, derived from wild yam. It deeply hydrates and visibly plumps the skin. So really cool that the ingredients are naturally derived from plants. I really like that. I'm really excited to try these. This one, I mean, we even have a little photo here of a before and after. So I'm very curious to see this, because I do notice that my face is starting to droop a little bit. All right, well, that's all of the PR that I have for this vlog. We still haven't done tea time with Angie. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but we shall see. And yeah, so anyway, I think that is all for now. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the moment. I know we still need to take the kiddos outside to play. Yeah, so I guess we'll chat again in a little while. Hello, my loves, and welcome to Saturday. It has been a lovely Saturday. It has been a very slow Saturday. We got to sleep in. We enjoyed our coffee outside in the backyard. We hung out with the cats. We let them out for a bit so that they could play and enjoy the sunshine and the grass and all of that, as you saw in the opening for today. And it just was a slow morning. It's been lovely. I have my lunch right here because I just came from downstairs where we shot Tea Time with Angie. I'm putting this in front of Tea Time with Angie though because I just wanted to open up the vlog and let you guys know that it's Saturday. And I love Saturday. Saturdays are my favorite day of the week. Even now where my schedule is very fluid and I don't work a Monday through Friday job or schedule anymore necessarily. Even if I have to work on Saturdays sometimes, because like I said, my schedule is very fluid. I still really love it when we have a slow Saturday morning because Saturday is my favorite day of the week. Saturday mornings are my favorite time of the week. I love my Saturday mornings because it's just, I don't know, there's just something so special about them. I just love Saturdays. And I think it's remnants of my days of working corporate where Saturday was my favorite day of the week for sure when I worked corporate because it was the first day of the weekend. You had the whole weekend in front of you. That being said, with Saturday mornings being so slow and because my schedule is very fluid, I actually need to get to work on editing this video. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and zip us backward in time a little bit, just about 30 minutes to Tea Time with Angie. And we're going to exit the vlog at that point. But I just wanted to interject here that I hope you have a wonderful week. And I hope that you enjoy Tea Time with Angie. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Are we going?
We're going.
Oh, hi everyone. Raleigh doesn't tell me when she's filming, so I'm like, what's happening here? Today we're going to try, welcome to Tea Time with Angie. Today we're going to try Smoky Earl Grey. I'm intrigued by anything that's smoked. So, as far as food is concerned, let me clarify. Smoky Earl Grey is what we're going to try today. You can smell the smoke through the package. So I am really just like, this is going to be different. Never had this one before.
Does it say to have with milk and sugar?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see here.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, it says brew for 3 minutes. Sorry, I don't have my glasses with me. I need like 3 pairs of glasses. One for the living room where I do computer work sometimes. One for my studio. One for outside in the garage when I'm working with the kiln. And maybe a 4th pair just to keep in my little bag so that when I go places I have glasses. I'm one of those people.
You can add milk and sweetener.
Okay, good. So we're going to try this without milk and sweetener first. And oh my goodness. Oh, that smoke is divine. Okay. I don't know what the fascination is. I love smoked foods. And now there's a smoked tea apparently. I've tried smoked cocktails before. Those are really good. Yeah, I don't know what the fascination is, but we're going to try it. Let's see here. I am still working on my website. I know that I've had a lot of people coming to visit my website, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm hoping that if you will visit my site again and use the contact me page and just send me a note about, do you like the changes that I've made? Do you have any suggestions or ideas? I would really, really appreciate those comments and emails because I'm gonna be honest, one, it creates engagement on my website, which helps to push my website out to other people, and it helps it get found easier on like Google searches.
Your water's ready.
Oh, my water's ready. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit for 3 minutes. So anyway, it helps, in the Google search when people go to Google certain things, it will help to bring my page up or my website up. But secondly, I really value your opinion. I want it to be pleasant for those of you who actually go to my website and look through everything. Again, I love clown vomit, but not everybody does. So though my artwork is very colorful, clown vomit in small doses is one thing, but to have it everywhere can be overwhelming. So that's why I've changed my website.
Yeah, all that color competes with the pieces.
It really does. It really does. All right. It is time to taste the tea. Again, this is the Earl Grey, Smoky Earl Grey. Got that lovely smokiness. Still very hot. Wow. Okay, that's nice. It's not overwhelmingly black tea. You don't really taste the smoke, but you get the aroma as you're sipping. But it's a very mild flavor. Yeah,
Okay.
do you want to try?
You definitely get a little bit of the smoky flavor from the tea
Yeah,
as well. I do.
I get more of the aroma.
Maybe it's because I was breathing in the aroma while I was taking a sip. I'm curious to see what that will taste sweetened and milked and creamed.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and add that and we'll test it out that way. No half and half, so I'm going to use my favorite drinking milk, 2%. Again, this is a local company. If you guys can buy milk locally, it's always fresher and better. And we're going to go one good squeeze. Okay. Because I don't want to over honey it either. All right. So this is now the new color. Still a very light tea. You still get the smokiness. You can smell the milkiness too, but that's so weird. It's really, really good. But honestly, adding the milk didn't really change anything about it as far as the flavor profile. And sometimes when you add milk to a tea, it will change the flavor profile a little bit.
It'll take the edge off of the tea.
And I put just enough honey. I didn't over honey it this time, which I'm grateful for, because then you don't get the flavor of the tea. And that's what I appreciate. Now I can taste the smokiness a little bit better though.
Because you cooled it down with the milk.
Maybe. I'm just going to say, if you like smoked foods, this is really good. If you like an Earl Grey, this is really good.
I would have to say that if you don't like smoky foods, then you're not going to like this tea, because there's a definite smokiness about it.
This is correct, yes. I'm going to enjoy this with my lunch though. Okay, so going back to the conversation we were having while we were waiting for the tea to steep. I should be getting my newsletter out within the next day or so. Those of you who have subscribed to my newsletter, be expecting that soon. Those of you who haven't and you want to know what's happening before anybody else does, then you guys can certainly go to my website and subscribe to my newsletter. You don't have to become a member of my site. I don't know why that option is there. I don't know what it means exactly, but I'll figure that out and see if we can do something with it, because some of you have already subscribed as a member. Again, I'm not sure what that means, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm still learning. I'm always learning about everything that I'm doing, whether it's the glass, the website, trying to figure out new techniques or not techniques, but new, how can I make my work better? Let me put it that way. Anyway, that said.
Are your flower coasters going to be on there?
Yes. I've got some new coasters in the kiln. Yes, I call them coasters because that's essentially what they are. But I also call it living art. I think I've explained that before, so I won't go into that again. The flower coasters, those will be in the newsletter. Tell a little bit of a story behind those.
And they're going to be on your site, available for sale, right?
Yes,
okay.
That's what I'm doing tonight. I'll be working on that tonight. Another thing, the coasters. I think I said I was going to sell them individually, but these guys, they were difficult to make them in the way that I made them. I'm changing the design a little bit, and as such, I won't have any more that are made just like these, as far as like the skinny strips and the design. So I've decided to sell them as a set because they do go together, and I'd hate to break up the little garden, so to speak. You know, these little flowers belong together. So
all right, my friends. So with all of that, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you, and we will see you in next week's vlog.
And as always, we're grateful for the way you guys support us, whether you watch the videos, subscribe, like, share, follow, whatever, it helps us out. It really does. So thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Rid of all your sorrows in the summer sea.